Welcome back to this class, guys. Today we're looking at power. What really is power? Remember, in our previous classes we've looked at work done on the body, we've looked at energy and the different kinds of energy we have, we've solved questions on energy. Now we are looking at power. The full topic naturally is work, energy and power. So we've treated two. Let's look at what power really is. So what is power? Before then, if this is your first time of joining this channel, please make sure you like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Your subscription means a lot to us. Just hit on the subscribe button below and you're registered. Thank you very much. So what is power? Power is the rate at which energy is expended or the time rate of doing work. It's very simple, right? Mathematically, we can say power is work done over time, right? Or power is energy expended over time. So the values we used for energy, we can also apply them for power, just that we're going to be putting over time in everything we did. Again, the power is the time rate at which work is done or the rate at which energy is expended. And that's the easiest definition you can get on power. Now, in order for us to understand the topic on power, let's take some questions as regard to power. Guys, let's look at question 1 on questions as regard to power. Now on power. So the question says, a car travels at a uniform velocity. So the solution, the first thing I said is that we have to take parameters, right? It said the car travels with a uniform velocity. So we have velocity, CI, of 30 meters per second is 30 meters per second along a horizontal road. Okay, a car traveling with a uniform velocity of 30 meters per second along a horizontal road overcomes a constant frictional force of 200 newtons. So there we have a force, a frictional force of what? Of 200 newtons. Right, now we're asked to calculate the power of the engine. So these are the two parameters we're given. We're asked to calculate power, right? And then I said power has more than one formula. Naturally, we know that power is work done over the time taken, right? That's what we said, right? And we've treated work done. Say for work to be done is the period of the force times the distance, right, over the time we have here, over the time. This is the formula we talked about. But then we can take this time, we can form a new equation by moving this time over to this part, so that it becomes that power is equal to force times what? Distance over what? Time. If I make here over 1, it's the same thing. This and that, they're the same formula, because force times distance, what we have there, 1 times time is what we have there, right? But we know that distance over time is the same thing as what? As velocity. So we can say the formula is force times the parameter here we're giving us velocity. So we have force times velocity. Right, so with this formula we've been able to deduce a new formula for force, value of power is force times the velocity. And from our parameters we're given that the velocity was, the force was 200 newton, so we can come and see 200 times our velocity there was 30. So if you look at this, we have 6,000. Looking at this, we have 6,000 watts. Or for short, you can simply say it is 6 kilowatts. Very simple question. So you see how the first question is being solved. Whenever they give you a question and then you check the parameters, you can easily manipulate the first equation of power. Right, you can easily manipulate the first equation of power to get the parameters we have for the answers. Let's look at 4 other questions as regard to power. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Good. Let's look at question number 2. It says an engine raises 100 kilograms. Let's take parameters. Solution. Our solution, we have mass. We're given a mass of 100 kilogram. Here is 100 kilogram of water through a height of 60 meters. We're given height. Our height is 60 meters, right? In 20 seconds. So we're given time as 20 seconds. What is the power of the engine? We're looking for power. If acceleration due to gravity is 10 meters per second square, right? So I told you, I said the first thing to do is to get the original value of power. We know that power, like we said, is equal to work done. The work done over the time taken, right? That's what we know as the original equation for power. But then we can further work on this formula to get other formulas, to produce other formulas as regards to the unit we have here. So for work done, we know that work done naturally is what? Is force times distance. That's what we said. Force times distance over the time taken. But then we know that force as regard to the gravitational height is the same thing as what? Mass times gravity. This is the formula for force. We know this. So we can substitute the formula for this as this for this. What do I mean? We can say power, instead of saying it is force times distance, we know that force is mass times gravity. We can say it is what? mg times the distance there over what? Over time. Right? Because we now have all the values. But then, instead of us using this distance, because it is from a height, right? It is from a height, we can say the distance of the height is given as what? As height. We can now substitute our s. We can say s is equal to h, because the distance is at a height, not a linear distance, but a gravitational distance. So we can change the s to h. So put in s, we can put h. Remember, this is a potential energy. We've treated this before in our previous class on energy. For that, we now have all the parameters. Our job is just to substitute the value of the parameters for the equation there and get our answers. So for that, we know that power becomes the mass. Mass was given as 100 kilogram times the gravitational acceleration due to gravity, that's 10, times the height, which is 60, over what? Over time, which is what? 20. So we've gotten this, gotten this, gotten this, gotten this. That's 20. We're looking for power. So I can say 2 here, this 0 will take off this 0. 2 here is 1. 2 here is what? It's 3. So I can say 100 times 10 is 1000. 1000 times 3 gives us 3000. Answer becomes 100 times 10 times 3. That gives us what? 3000 watts. Or you can say it is 3 kilowatts short. Very simple. Our job, the first job, is just to see how we can manipulate the original equation and see how we can get other equations from the original equations as regards to what we have for our parameters. If we do that correctly, we're going to get the answer. Let's look at another video as regards to power. Right, so let's look at question number 3 as regards to power. The question says a man expends energy at the rate of 200 joules per second. So this value here is the value for power. Remember, we said power is work done over time. So if you expend energy at a rate of that joules per second, it means that power was given as what? 200 joules per second. Right? In ascending a vertical height of 44 meters. So we're given height of what? Of 44 meters. If its mass is 75 kilogram, we have mass as 75 kilogram, comma, determine the time taken. We're looking for time at this point. We're asked to find the time if g is 10 meters per second squared. Right? Since we're given the value for power, it's still a question on power. Right? A question on power. So if we're given the value of power as what? As force or work done, we said that work done over what? Over time taken. Right? But then at this point, we are looking for the value of the time taken. So what do? We cross multiply, right? It's to cross multiply. Here we say its power. Cross multiply means this power times this time, times the time taken, is equal to what? 1 times the work done. So 1 times work done. Alright, that's the first thing we do. But since we are looking for the value of time, we divide both sides by the power so that the powers can cancel out. Divide both sides by power. So the step 1 is to cross multiply. We cross multiply. That's the first thing we did. Step 2 is to divide both sides. Divide both sides by power. The second thing we did. Why are we dividing both sides by power? So that the power here can cancel out the power here. The time taken becomes what? 1 times work done is work done. Becomes work done over what? Over the power. And we said in our previous class that the work done here is the same thing as what? Force times distance over the power. And we can change the force as what? mg, because we know that F is equals to mg. And our distance, since it's at a height, is equal to h. So we can substitute that for that. So it becomes what? Instead of F, we now say mg times, instead of distance, we put our height over the power. That's all. So if we take it further, our time taken becomes what? Becomes the mass. What's the value for the mass? We're giving mass as 75 kilogram. 75 times the g, which is 10 meters per second square, times the h, which is what? 44, over the value of the power, which is what? 200. Right? So that this takes off this. As a matter of fact, if you use your calculator to do it well, I believe you're going to get 165 seconds. Total answer, the time taken. If you do 75 times 44 divided by 20, to give you 165 seconds. You see how easy it is. First of all, this time we are no longer looking for power. The value of the power was given, right? Now we're looking for the time taken. Steps to finding this is to cross multiply. The easiest way, since we are cross multiplying, I can just bring this power here, bring the time taken here. So time taken, power. That's what happens. Time taken here, power has come because they are cross multiplying. Right? These guys, they are alternating. So power can come here, time taken can come here. Right? That's how it works. But if that's much of a problem for you, you can just follow the steps. Cross multiply by multiplying both. That's what I did. And this multiplies this. That's what I did. And then we divide both sides by the power so they can cancel out. For that, having that, fixing the parameters, you're going to get your answer. Let's take 2 more questions on questions as regard to power. I'll see you in the next video, guys.